Dear Russia, my name's charity.colleen.crouse, and I am the founder of Spacehawk LLC, and I'm putting out a request for proposals specific to Russia and Russian scientists and others who are interested in assisting me with a very important project that is part of the primary premise upon which Spacehawk was founded. It has to do with a very sophisticated process connected to radio transmutation, and it's something that particular individuals I already know are very well suited for. I do not believe this specific kind of paradigm has been approached from the perspective that Spacehawk intends to approach it, and has already demonstrated capacity to engage. I am also going to say I think you are particularly suited to accomplish these sort of factors involved with the need that there are special skills available to the people of Russia, specifically your scientific community and or your affiliates and allies in other countries, including neighboring countries, and that there is already a track record of the intent and the sincerity behind the intent of Russian scientists to engage in comparable processes, as I have found online through presentations of information connected to members of the scientific community and engaged in presentations and proposals associated with the cleanup at Fukushima. I have been able to find presentations of a number of scientists from Russia that had recommendations, including in connection with some form of terraforming, as well as the use of bioremediation, specifically engaging the use of fungi in their proposals of how to respond to the cleanup at Fukushima. I consider this to be a global priority. As a matter of fact, I think it is one of the most important matters in the world and has been for a considerable amount of time. It should never have happened. But it did happen, and it should be a priority in how to respond. And I also believe that and understand that there is a necessary consideration that has been outstanding and that is already due and is in a very significant matter of consideration regarding the aftermath of Chernobyl and what is going on now and what was promised, or rather what was understood years ago to be necessary, including at this time as a follow-up to what happened. In that regard, I understand those are big issues. Those are big issues. People all over the world have to deal with those issues. Hopefully, in the course of dealing with them, we'll be able to provide some sort of specific consideration that will prevent against their occurrence in the future. But they're not isolated. And I do not have any intention myself of participating in any effort, willingly at least, that would attempt to intentionally poach, hack, or otherwise attempt to disassemble somebody else's good faith effort so that it can be parsed out in some form of speculation, including some form of speculation that intended to do harm to the primary originators or creators of concern, and or attempted to degrade, debase, or depreciate artificially capabilities of people uniquely suited to such endeavors. For that reason, I'm making a special request. There's more than just these. These are just basic outlines of possibilities, but I need specific facilities to be constructed that can engage an individual or a small group of individuals in defining a specific space based on a particular geometry that comports with materials that can allow for a form of in situ transmutation based upon the individual's calibration with the environment. Now, the specific materials for this construction and the specific dimensions, including its possibility for portability, i.e. assembly and or disassembly if possible, or a capacity to make it capable of being mobile so it can be transported over terrain, most likely over ground transport. I do not anticipate it should be available for aerial transport unless it's able to be disassembled and then reassembled. But in consideration of that, there are a number. This is one specific shape that we're going to have to work with. Just one. We're going to have to work with this specific shape as well. In 3 dimensions, mind you. I do not have a 3D printer. We're going to need this specific shape. This specific shape is going to be very, very important. And then we've got this specific shape here. Now this one has very significant implications. It may invoke a sort of iconography or maybe some form of symbolic reference point you have some sort of past experience with. And that would definitely be a part of the consideration in any future construction or any potential use of that which is constructed. I hope you understand. This is a completely good faith effort. I think, as I said, that you are uniquely suited to be able to participate. I look forward to hearing from you and whatever interest you have. And considerations of compensation and any applicable or necessary tax issues are on the table as necessary. It must be official, it must be explicit, it must be direct, but there's really no topic that's not available for consideration as long as there is a good faith and integrity involved. Just so you know, I understand that there are some concepts of a modality whereby that which is legal tender and that which is not legal tender are considered to be an appropriate pairing to accomplish certain goals. Personally, I have yet to hear a convincing argumentation for how that is preferred over a course of assuring that all involved are availed of the benefits through legal tender of the fruits of their own labor and the manners in which they work with other people through good faith and with integrity to yield an appropriate production commensurate with the intent of the task at hand. So if you're interested, please feel free to contact me. I'll include my email. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and write my email down just in case there might be some problems with the vocals, just so you know. Got to get another pen. This one isn't working so well. Again, I believe you might be uniquely suited to be able to address the task at hand. You already have plenty of experience. Hopefully, your resolution is at least consistent enough to make sure to communicate effectively. If you need to adjust your optics, feel free to contact me. And once you contact me directly, I'll give you an official business communication moving forward. Thank you. Have a nice day or evening, as may be appropriate.